The A-10 Thunderbolt II was never meant to be glamorous. In the 1970s, the U.S. Air Force wanted a simple aircraft designed for one brutal job: destroy tanks. Many officers believed the slow aircraft would never survive modern air defenses. Some even tried to cancel the program. The war proved them wrong. During the Gulf War and later conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, the A-10 became a battlefield legend. Its massive GAU-8 cannon could shred armored vehicles in seconds. The aircraft could fly low, take heavy damage, and still return home. Pilots began calling it the Warthog. What started as a controversial design eventually became one of the most respected close air support aircraft ever built. The AK-47 was designed to be simple, not famous. When Mikhail Kalashnikov created the rifle in the late 1940s, the Soviet Union only wanted a durable weapon for soldiers in harsh environments. Precision was not the priority, reliability was. But that reliability changed everything. The rifle could fire after mud, sand, water, or extreme cold. Even poorly trained fighters could maintain it. As a result, the AK-47 spread across the world faster than any other rifle in history. From Africa to the Middle East, the weapon appeared in conflicts everywhere. Today it is not just a rifle, it is a symbol of warfare itself, an accidental legend born from simplicity.
When Western intelligence first detected the MiG-25 in the 1960s, panic followed. American analysts believed the Soviet Union had built an unstoppable superfighter. The aircraft could fly at incredible speeds and extremely high altitudes. Many feared it could dominate the skies. But the truth was surprising. The MiG-25 was not a dogfighter at all. It was designed as a high-speed interceptor. It used heavy steel instead of advanced materials and struggled in close combat. Yet its speed was real. The aircraft could exceed Mach 3, making it one of the fastest combat jets ever built. What began as a misunderstood aircraft ultimately became legendary for a completely different reason: raw speed. When the B-52 bomber entered service in the 1950s, no one expected it to still be flying decades later. The aircraft was designed during the early Cold War to deliver nuclear weapons against distant targets. At the time, planners believed bombers would soon be replaced by missiles. But the B-52 refused to disappear. It proved extremely adaptable. Over the years it carried conventional bombs, cruise missiles, and precision weapons. It served in Vietnam, the Gulf War, Afghanistan, and many other conflicts. Its massive range and payload kept it relevant long after newer aircraft appeared. More than 70 years later, the B-52 remains in service, a living relic that accidentally became one of the longest-serving warplanes in history. The M4 Sherman was never the most powerful tank of World War II. On paper, German tanks like the Tiger and Panther were stronger and better armored. Many historians even criticized the Sherman for being inferior in direct combat. But war is not fought on paper. The Sherman was reliable, easy to repair, and produced in massive numbers. Allied crews could replace damaged tanks quickly and keep advancing. Logistics, not raw firepower, became the deciding factor. Thousands of Shermans rolled across Europe and the Pacific. While it was not the strongest tank, its combination of reliability, mobility, and numbers helped shape the outcome of the war. That practicality turned the Sherman into a legendary battlefield machine. The U-2 spy plane was built for one dangerous mission: fly higher than enemy defenses. During the Cold War, the United States needed intelligence from deep inside the Soviet Union. The solution was a fragile aircraft capable of flying above 70,000 feet. At first, it worked perfectly. The aircraft photographed missile bases, military installations, and secret weapons programs. But in 1960, a Soviet missile finally shot one down, triggering an international crisis. Many assumed the program was finished. Yet the U-2 survived. Over time it evolved with new sensors and technology. Today, more than 60 years later, the aircraft still flies reconnaissance missions, an unexpected survivor of the Cold War. The Toyota Hilux was never designed for war. It was simply a civilian pickup truck known for durability. But in many conflict zones, armies and militias discovered something important: the vehicle was almost impossible to destroy. The Hilux could drive through deserts, mountains, and damaged roads with minimal maintenance. Fighters mounted machine guns, rockets, and anti-aircraft weapons on the back. Suddenly the truck became a battlefield platform. In some conflicts, entire mobile units relied on these vehicles. The phenomenon became so common that one war was even nicknamed the Toyota War. What started as a civilian utility truck accidentally became one of the most recognizable military vehicles in modern irregular warfare. The F-117 Nighthawk looked strange from the beginning. Its angular design made it appear almost unfinished. Early computers could barely calculate the aerodynamics needed for such a shape. Many experts doubted it would even fly properly. But the design had a purpose: stealth. By deflecting radar signals, the aircraft became extremely difficult to detect. During the Gulf War in 1991, the F-117 struck heavily defended targets in Baghdad with surprising precision. It opened a new era in aerial warfare. Although only a small number were built, the aircraft proved that stealth technology worked. What once seemed like a risky experiment became one of the most revolutionary combat aircraft ever developed. The Soviet T-34 was not designed to impress engineers. Instead, it was designed to win wars. When Germany invaded the Soviet Union in 1941, the T-34 shocked German forces. Its sloped armor improved protection without adding extra weight. Wide tracks allowed it to move through mud and snow where other tanks struggled. Most importantly, it was simple to produce. Factories built thousands of them even during the chaos of war. Soviet crews could repair and replace them quickly. The T-34 combined decent firepower, strong armor, and mass production. It was not perfect, but it was exactly what the battlefield needed, and that made it one of the most legendary tanks in history. The B-2 Spirit stealth bomber began as an extremely controversial project. Its development cost billions of dollars, making it one of the most expensive aircraft ever built. Critics argued that the Cold War was ending and such a bomber was unnecessary. But the aircraft introduced something extraordinary. Its stealth design allowed it to penetrate heavily defended airspace without being detected. It could fly across the world and strike targets with precision weapons. During conflicts in Kosovo, Iraq, and Afghanistan, the B-2 demonstrated unmatched strategic reach. Only a small fleet exists, yet its capabilities changed how air power is used. What began as a risky and expensive experiment ultimately became one of the most powerful bombers ever created.